Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am really glad you're here. Today's date is Monday, October 30th, 2023. I want to say very clearly at the outset of this video that this video in particular is designed for entertainment purposes and it's meant to be lighthearted. But I also wanted to continue with the model I use on my more current event type of videos. I had a viewer that sent me as a gift a set of tarot cards that are zombie tarot cards. They're not meant to be truly used seriously. They're a kind of a novelty item, but they can be a little humorous. And I told her that I was going to try to think of a lighthearted way to use them close to Halloween. And Halloween is tomorrow, the 31st of October. Now, let's talk a little bit about that. As we've been waking up to the fact that we've been misled and misguided and just downright lied to so much in our world, we've come to learn that many of our holidays shouldn't have been holidays, or that ones that we thought were holy were actually built around pagan type of things, and that the energy from those holidays can be diverted and transmuted and what have you. I've also seen in my 60 plus years Halloween going from not being a really scary event to being rather frightening with a lot of macabre type of costumes and a lore out there. So one of the best ways to combat any kind of item that's meant to cause anxiety or fear or provide loosh, energy from scare and anxiety to the evil is to do it with a smile in the face of it, to laugh at it. Now, I wanted to use the zombie cards because I thought, zombies never get a tarot reading. They don't get a forecast. They deserve one too. And I thought, and I think I'm going to compare that with regular humans. Now, in keeping with my usual format of most videos include some kind of compilation, I have included one because actually there is scientific evidence that there are viruses that can create zombie-like symptoms. And we know that evil loves to play and bioweaponize viruses. So I am going to take you to my compilation, which talks about some of those things. And then we'll take it from there to the tarot read. Okay. Now, I am not saying there's no such thing as zombies. I hope that any attempts to make them as a bioweapon type of a malady just means abject failure. I absolutely do. I was first introduced to the concept when I was just in my 20s, learning that it was actually something done in Haiti that was actually, rumored and then found to be somewhat true, that they could reanimate corpses for a certain period of time if they chose to. And I remember reading about families standing guard over fresh burial sites until a few days enough time had passed for a decomposition to make that kind of a ceremony not feasible. So I'm not minimizing the fact that there's elements of truth to zombie lore. I'm not minimizing that there is not, I'm not saying there's no evidence that they exist or that they can be a result of a virus. So let's take a look at that. And then, like I said, in a lighthearted look at it, let's give those poor zombies a forecast and a tarot read, and we'll compare it with humans. Okay, 1 second, let's go to my compilation. Okay, first from Cleveland Clinic, they have a nice article about the science behind zombie viruses and infections. It's actually fairly serious. I mean, it wasn't written to be humorous. Then from the NIH, they actually have an article about how a zombie virus has been revitalized from ancient virus samples that were found in melting glacial ice. There's a little more here with medical news today. top 5 cases of zombies, and it includes the animal kingdom and the insect kingdom, but does touch at the end on cases that involve humans, or at least with more of a focus on those who think they're zombies because of a mental neurological issue that they're having. So I thought those were kind of interesting. So if you want to look at the science, the actual science behind some of the zombies, and learn that yes, there truly is a zombie virus, and if they weaponize the flu, you know they're going to weaponize whatever they can. I've also heard some alt media chatter that there may be dormant elements in jab ingredients that would have that potential. But so far, that hasn't happened. And we are going to do our best to picture a world where it doesn't ever get the chance. So in the meantime, now that we've acknowledged that there can indeed be some elements of zombie issues in the world, and of course, we know the Shenanigans gang would love to capitalize on that if they could. Let's just do a quick 5-card comparison and forecast for zombies, because, you know, they deserve some love too, and they don't deserve any fear, and they don't need to be creating any anxiety in us, okay? We're not going to worry about them until we have to. And then we'll look at a 5-card comparison for humans. And I'm going to use the zombie deck for the zombie row and the regular tarot deck I usually use for the human row. So let's go to that. Warn you now, the zombie cards are hard to manipulate, but I am going to shuffle in front of the camera at least a little bit like I always do, so that you know that the cards are random to me, just like they're random to you. Okay, without further ado, let's do this. Hey, we would like insights and information, kind of a forecast and advice, if appropriate, for zombies. And I'm not talking about our little ones that are wearing those costumes when they go trick-or-treating, but the ones from lore and myth and possibly voodoo ceremonies or what have you. Although I do, as I understand it, that reanimation time is very, very, very limited for them. Thank goodness. Okay. I was watching the cards while I was talking, and I don't know if I kept them on camera the whole time, so let me do this. There, now you'll know. And for humans, just a forecast, outlook, advice, good news, whatever for humans. Okay. The first ever tarot read for zombies, I believe. They've got the 10 of Cups, which talks about the situation. Okay. Clarifying that is the 4 of Wands. The hidden influences on them. 3 of Hazards. This deck doesn't have pentacles, it has hazards. Okay. Advice for the zombies is the Page of Hazards. And the outcome, if that advice is followed, is the Lovers. Everybody go, "Aw." Now, humans, our situation is indicated by Strength. Love it. Clarifying that a little more is the King of Cups. Hidden influences for us, the Moon. Advice to us, 4 of Wands. If that advice is followed, and believe me, it should be, the potential outcome is the Hierophant. Okay, now that I'm done with these cards, I'm going to set them up there out of the way. Let's take a look at these two scenarios, okay? Okay, the Ten of Cups is an ending. Tens are endings in tarot cards. So yeah, zombies, you don't have long to be whatever you're going to be, okay? And clarifying that, the Four of Wands, I think you better make the most of it while you can. The advice to you is the Three of Hazards. Three of Hazards card talks about getting some recognition, both for skill and hard work and just in general. Okay. And just a reminder, you can't impress everyone. So the that was the hidden influence. So you can't, in other words, not everybody's impressed with you, zombies. Okay. No matter how skillful you are at your trudging and moaning and whatever you do. Okay, now your advice is the Page of Hazards. Now that is look for a new beginning. Again, your time is short. You're going to be off to a new beginning, and that one's actually going to be more fulfilling. So, go calmly, peacefully, quietly, stagger into the afterlife and the future that you should have, could have, and would have had otherwise. Now, let's look at humans. What's showing up for humans? This is actually kind of interesting. We're indicated by the Strength card. So the actual human race is stronger than it's ever been. Our potential is brighter than it's ever been in the past. Part of it is because this King of Cups is, now he can be a little tricky, but he is very much in charge of his emotions. So we're learning to not react to fear porn. We're not learning to question and use our critical thinking skills. And that's acknowledged here with the King of Cups. So part of the reason that we're getting stronger as a race is because we're waking up and we're learning to question authority and to do it in a very intelligent way and to not let our emotions rule our reactions. In other words, learning to respond to situations, to events, to news, rather than reacting, which is not what was hoped for. We were supposed to be a very reactive race. We were programmed to be, we were bred to be, and we're moving past those original dynamics. Now, the hidden influences for us, again, is indicated by the moon. And that is a card that talks about lies and deceptions. Absolutely. So what has kept us and held us back has been lies and deceptions and power plays. And just the fact that we've been made to be much shorter lived than our original design was meant to be. So just about the time sometimes that we start to wake up or realize that we should have had a lot more potential, we're off the playing field. And so that has been some of the issues for the human race. Now, our advice card is the Four of Wands, a beautiful card. I love this card. Four of Wands is a card that talks about diligence and teamwork, and the fact that there has been challenges that have been met and done cooperatively. So again, this card is talking about the power we have working together. And it's often a card that talks about relationships, very positive ones. Sometimes this card is called the 1111 card because of the Four Wands looking like 1111, which is an angel number that is really beautiful too. Okay, so we're told, in partnership with one another, look past the divisions that evil would have us subgroup ourselves into and dilute our power and our potential and work together for a common good to rid ourselves of lies and deception and to continue to become stronger and wiser. Okay, if we do, the outcome is going to be that wisdom. The Hierophant card, while it often can talk about structured and formal type of things, there is a wisdom element to it that we're being encouraged all through this 5 cards to pursue, that wisdom of our potential as humans, our race as humans, and again, embracing that teamwork, no matter where it comes from, divine, off-world, benevolent, whatever is helping us to get rid of those lies and deceit. Let's thank them, embrace them, and go for wisdom and a whole new place, a new understanding, and more accurate information about our origins, our history, and cures and everything else that's been kind of kept from the human race. That those, it does look like those will be coming out, especially as we wake up, work together to get rid of the lies and deceit. The wisdom that's coming is going to be true, pure, and very, very special. So, zombies, you don't have long to do what you're going to do, and you need to just kind of give into it and move on your path of destiny. And we humans, we're looking strong, have potential to be even wiser, freer, more sovereign, and our teamwork as a race is very, very vital and important. So that was our advice card. So let's recap. First and foremost, this is meant to be a lighthearted type of video. And if a zombie has never had a tarot read, well, now they have. And the advice to those zombies who may be listening is that your time is short, okay? And don't fear going on to what you should have gone on to next, okay? The outcome for following that advice is really great for you. The Lover's card shows up. Now, we humans, we're showing up as strong. I love that. Okay? More in charge of our emotions. We're not as subject as we've been in the past to manipulation by way of fear porn and things like that. And the hidden influence in our past has been the lies and deceit we've had to live with, and the efforts to have fewer of us be on the planet has been a big issue. The concerted effort to shorten our lifespans has also been an issue. Now, we're told to work together as one human race because the outcome is going to be just absolutely beautiful as we do. So again, humans, we're one race, one human race. We're not going to subdivide into genders, colors, sexual preferences, or even countries or whatever. Okay, we're one human race. We need to work together because we have a lot of potential that we need to unwrap. And if we do, we have even more wisdom and some technology and hidden information that will be coming our way and easy to assimilate, which will make humans even stronger ultimately, and more along the path of what our loving creator intended for us before this reality got so hijacked. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you have little ones who are wanting to pursue traditional Halloween activities this year, since we still have Halloween, let them, but watch over them and make sure they're safe. And let's keep all our little ones safe and make this a holiday where those in shenanigan gangs that would want to do harm don't get the opportunity, that would want to have ceremonies that would horrify you and I. Let's make them not possible to happen. Let's just hope for absolute total failure across this planet for those who don't celebrate this occasion in a lighthearted and family-oriented way. So until next time, when I promise to be not quite so lighthearted, and if I get letters from gnomes and fairies and dragons that they want tarot reads too, may have to revisit that, but right now I'm just saying I'm doing this for Halloween. Again, we're going to keep the love and keep the fun in things and focus on that aspect of celebrations. And then going forward, if we need to move the days, move the focus a little bit and tweak it so that it's pure and simple and good, clean fun, we'll do it. Until next time, I send you love and light and wish for you everything bright. Boo.